Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So in this video, I'll be explaining my thought process and my process to just draw my things. So as you saw in the beginning, also this video in the background is times 4 of the original thing. So I might be just talking too slowly, but so my process is I get the references, I put them in, and then I get a sketch of what I want, in this case of Swampert, and the sketch looks quite bad actually. I don't really like it. I decided to change it, not yet though, and yeah, you can just see the process. For some reason I can't, and I got the finer details in, trying to make the sketch. Which is not loading for me for some reason. This video is going to be one of the longer videos in my channel. And then I just discard it. And now, yeah. Also, the app I'm using for this one, it's called Sketchbook. I really recommend it. It doesn't have all the pros of IBS Paint, but if you're on mobile instead of a tablet with a drawing pencil, I would recommend you using that one. So this is my second sketch of what I want Swampert to look like, which then I discard and make a new one, I think. There's a lot of twists and turnings that happens in this. Also, if you hear any background noise, that's because I have a fan open on since I'm too hot right now. Now this is going to be the new sketch of what I want. There are other things that come about, so I'll just talk to them about now. As you can see, or as I told you already, we have the finding inspiration. I just go into Google, type in blank fan art, because fan art you get more dynamic posing of what you want. Because if you go by the original art of everything, you're not gonna get that same dynamic posing. If you want to do for this one, I just drew the head of Swampert because I didn't have enough time to make the full body. But I'll probably go in again and make a full body. So yeah, then we get the inspiration. After the inspiration, we get the sketch of I would start off with the head, since the head is the most important part. It's the vital part of your drawing. So I'm going in with the head, sketching out the head, and then whatever I sketch out, I just blur it, make it a bit less detailed, and blur it out. Not blur it out, but just like lessen the visibility. Make a new, I forgot what's called, new layer. Put my next one, and then keep adapting. Keep looking at the reference pictures to see what I'm missing. Like for example, for Swampert's head, I accidentally made Swampert has an interesting body, an interesting head shape, where of its head is elongated sideways instead of the normal elongated in the head, in the height way. So I had to do that. Then I made the eyes. I decided to give it better eyes, which is why I made it my OC. Made its mouth. I was debating on making it opened and like showing the inside of its mouth, but it was too hard. You don't need to make, if you want to make the eyes or mouth opened, you could, and you could try to make it aesthetically pleasing, but I'm not there yet, since Swampert has a weird mouth shape where it's really just a top jaw, no bottom jaw. Then, after you do that, there's the coloring, where the coloring, you could do it on just one layer, the entire coloring thing. You could just do it on one layer. But I would do it on multiple layers. But in this one, I just did it on one layer anyways, still. I just did it on one layer because I didn't have enough time to do it on multiple layers. Then after that, we have the shading. Or actually, no. The coloring, not shading yet. The coloring, I just used the biggest brush I could find, which is the, I think it's the E9, or what it's called. A9 or whatever, like the biggest brush you can find, and then just lather it, and then you just erase the outer bits. You don't need to erase, if you're doing it on one layer, you don't need to erase the outer bits, because, so you want, okay, so for example, the spikes on the cheeks. If you're coloring the spikes on the cheeks and then they land on the main head, which is blue, you don't need to erase that part because you're gonna cover it anyways. Unless you're doing it with multiple layers and the layer is on top of the other layer, then you'll have to erase that too. That's why we have pros and cons about having multiple layers or none, or just one. Then we have the shading, which I just take the main body color, which is, well, blue, then I darken it a bit. Well, how I do it is from, I guess, your point of view, the right side, I give it darker shading, and from the right side, and for the left side, I give it lighter shading. So basically, I put dark blue and then light blue, or cyan, whatever. And then I just lessen the transparency of it until it looks right. There's no number. I guess like 9% is too low. 13 would be an okay estimate, but you just have to look with your eyes to see if it looks good or not. After that, you can add some special details. I like to put my signature and my stamp on it, which is the entire thing in red, just spelled Poke Owl Bro, which is my name of the channel. You don't need to do Poke Owl Bro. You can just do your own username of whatever website you're using it on. And then I just put my initials, or my name, actually, my nickname, on the side, which, if you want to know, is Cheeton. I don't mind sharing that information. It's not like anyone can find me just by using my nickname anyways. Yeah, and then that's how I just do it. You can just enjoy the rest of my speed paint. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. For me, it looks very slow. I don't know what about you. I need to recheck the video. But thank you for watching, and yeah, see you guys next time.